This is the Lee Home above the toilet shelf that was sent to me for my review. This is my complete honest review. As you can see, I'm just unboxing it here. There had several little zip ties that had to be undone. It came with several different little parts, but they were actually pretty easy to put together. This is the instruction guide, which is fairly easy to read as well. You'll have the four main legs on the bottom, and each one of them will need this little screw part as a foot to be screwed into the bottom of it. So once you get the bottom leg done, you will be ready to start putting the base together. So as you get all the pieces, all the correct pieces in order, you will have obviously four base pieces, then you will have four mid pieces and four top pieces as well as you start building this shelf. I have all of the parts laid out here just to make it a little bit easier. This little bag came with it and it has these little clamps, and what you do is you put the two pieces together and they will snap onto each bar, which is what is going to hold each rack together. And when you're looking at the instructions, it will tell you that there will be a gap in between the two pieces as you snap them together, so that as the racks, each shelf comes together, it has a little bit of cushion to be able to accommodate the shelf pushing down and snapping into place. So it was actually fairly simple, fairly straightforward. You just have to make sure that when you're putting the little black clamps on, that the part that says top faces the ceiling. Otherwise, it will not work. So you're just going to take each pole and you're going to place two clamp pieces on each side of the pole and snap them together. And then you will thread them into the little holes on each shelf, which will create a little footstool basically. So the two front poles on this one will be curved, the two back poles will be straight, and that will create the base of your rack. As you can see, the bottom part of this rack does not have a full shelf. It has more of a stability ball or stability bar, so that when you're putting it together, it just kind of creates a platform to put the poles in. And as you build it up, that's where you will see the shelving. So take note here that there are three different bars, as I said earlier, and it does matter where you put each bar, because the one I'm screwing in right now has a hole on both the top and the bottom, because you will have a third layer. So make sure that when you're screwing on the bars into the center part, that it has both the screw hole at the bottom and at the top. So when you go for the third layer, the third bar will screw into the middle pole and not cause problems. Once you get all four poles assembled and screwed together, the next step will be to assemble each shelf on the poles in order. So this is where the clips are going to go once again. You just need to make sure that on each pole they are evenly spaced out, meaning that they are each on the same notch on each pole, because as you slide the shelf down, you'll see that that is what is supporting the shelf itself. So if it doesn't match up from one pole to another, the shelf is not going to sit correctly. So after double checking that all of my little notches are in the correct place, I just go ahead and slide each shelf in order. So there should be three total shelves to place any kind of toiletries on. So last but not least, after you get all of the shelves hooked onto the poles, this also does come with a really cool toilet paper holder that kind of hooks onto the side. And not only that, but it comes with these anchors where when you put it behind the toilet, it will anchor it to the wall so that the rack does not fall over. They are not installed here, but this is the final product, what it looks like. I am very pleased with this. It is a tiny bit crowded in my bathroom just because I have this towel holder on the side of it, but I really like the way it came out. Super easy to put together, and it looks very, very good in this bathroom, so I'm really impressed.